What's up, Renegade fam? This is Emilio Palafox talking to you from London in Hyde Park, where we got a bunch of rabbits and pigeons and ravens and all of the above. Ducks, it's beautiful. I love nature, I love this place, getting some grounding in. But I wanted to talk to you about passionate connection, really igniting love, happiness, and fulfillment for yourself and your intimate relationships, whether it's something that you're wanting to have, or maybe you're already in it in a relationship and you want to enhance that, elevate it. Maybe it's lost and you've lost that spark. How to passionately connect. Well, it's funny that I'm grounding right now because the first thing you got to do is take care of yourself. You got to make sure that your cup is full. You got to make sure that you're taking care of you. That's why when you're flying, if you hear the intercom say, in the event of an emergency, put on your life mask, your oxygen mask on first before putting it on a child. Let's say if you had a child, because you have to be good enough, not good enough, but well taken care of to be able to provide for the kid in that emergency. Same thing goes in all of our relationships. And so right now, I'm taking care of myself. I have this project, get Emilio out of the door, because I could just stay locked in there doing chores or procrastinating, or just maybe locked in and loaded, like just getting work done and only work done and becoming a workaholic. But let me actually get up and kind of talk to you. I only have about 4 minutes, but I wanted to at least say hello and talk to you about this issue. We've been getting a lot of questions from our Renegade family on this particular topic, so I wanted to address it. I got about 4 minutes. I'm going to go and try some fish and chips or some curry. I hear it's really good here in London. But so passionately connecting. Here's the thing. I want you to remember 5 P's. Presence, purpose, power, people, and preparation. So the number one human impediment is that we live in our heads with this constant ego-centered, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, or maybe I'm better than mentality. We're constantly in the past because our stories are running us, or we're in the future, hoping, wishing, praying, or maybe even afraid of what may come next, especially in the world we live in right now. It's crazy, and it can get you, derailed. But all we ever have is this present moment, and then this moment, and then this moment. And in those moments, there's infinite possibilities. There's love, there's peace, there's joy, there's abundance. There's all of that, and there always is, inside and all around you. Thinking makes it so in terms of the opposite. If you're in your past because your stories are running you, that's humanity. That's a human impediment of humanity. If you're in the past, that's depression. If you're in the future, that's anxiety. And so when you're present, you can better take care of yourself. You can better see the actuality that exists in front of you, and you can make better decisions. Better decisions in terms of, what does my significant other, do I know her love language, his love language? Do I know what they desire? Am I really paying attention? Right? A lot of the times we have a story about what they want. We have a story all the time. We fuse to that story. Emotions arise from that story. And the next thing you know, we've created our own suffering or confusion or distraction or whatever it may be. And so that's P, presence. 2, purpose. A lot of us sometimes don't know what's important to us, our values, or what life is asking of us, vocation. Once you start to really understand, hey, these are my values, and this is what life is asking of me. Meaning ebbing and flowing, don't fight the river, be the river. The reason why that's so important, especially for men listening, is when you have a purpose and you know who you are and you know what you're doing in this world, and you're headstrong and heartstrong in that, that's sexy. That takes passion. And women can see that and feel that. 3rd, power. A lot of us have lost our power in relationships, to family, to friends, to strangers, to teachers, to abuse, to traumas. And what we've done is that we have created masks, walls, characters, consciously or subconsciously, more so subconsciously, non-consciously. It's in the shadows. We don't really know we're doing this. But we create these to protect ourselves in the moment. And we create another one, and we create another one, and we create another one. And we have no idea that we're doing this all our lives. And then we wonder, why can't I connect? Why can't I passionately connect to this person? It's because you're not connecting to that person. Both are probably doing the same. But when you start to remove the walls, the masks, the characters that you're playing, the peacemaker, the firefighter, the customer service person, the savior, the middleman, the people pleaser. I had to be a lot of those growing up in my upbringing. I grew up in a domestic violence household, and that's a whole nother story. But I say all this stuff because when you start to remove those, you really find who you really are, and vice versa with the other person. And that connection it just happens. There's nothing to do, there's no script. The script is to unbecome. It's not a place of becoming. There's nowhere to get to. You gotta unravel everything. And so which one was that one? That's power. We gotta take our power back. And taking our power back is removing those walls, those masks. It can be scary, it can be challenging. And I challenge, I honor the struggle, but I challenge you to do the work. You can, we have coaching, speaking if you're interested. We have events, retreats. We have a higher love online program that talks through all this stuff. You can certainly DM us or join the group and figure out how to get all that stuff. But so we got presence, purpose, power, people. Look, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Great quote. You are the summation of the 5 friends that you hang around with, or people you hang around with. That could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, energetically. Who are you hanging out with most? That's your future. So choose wisely and create those boundaries when you need to, and we'll have another boundary video for you. Keep watching. And last but certainly not least, preparation. One of my favorite things is, my favorite quotes is, life is like the ocean. There's always going to be waves. The good news is that you can learn how to surf. And what we do at Relationship Renegades is metaphorically, teach you how to surf, to ride the inevitable waves of life. When you're surfing out there in the world, in relationships and business, when you fall off the board, what kind of questions are you asking yourself? Are you asking yourself, what am I supposed to be learning right now? What is this teaching me right now? Knowing that these times of pain and sometimes suffering doesn't have to be suffering. Pain's inevitable, suffering's optional. But what is this trying to teach me? And knowing that it's just a boot camp to get you to exactly where you want to go. It's very stoic to say, and I believe in this, if you ask God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, to be strong, you're going to get a lot of obstacles so that you can overcome them and become strong. If you ask to become wise, you're going to get a lot of problems to solve. A lot of problems. Because once you solve them, guess what? You become wise. So be careful what you wish for. But it's always happening for you. And so that's preparation, being prepared for the inevitable waves of life. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, financially. But really not trying to do the traditional, this is the renegade way, right? Not the, let's go and do a challenge and be amazing for 30 days and then fall off the cliff and then have a New Year's resolutions and fall off the cliff. And this is like humanity right now. It's like, what? No. It's about getting 1% better every day. I don't care if that's, I'm going to just do 10 push-ups every day and 10 squats. I'm going to cook one meal and it's just going to be eggs. I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes. I'm going to do breath work for 60 seconds every day. And I'm going to checklist that every day. That's my 1%. Guess what? 2 things happen there. That muscle grows. Next few days, next week, you're like, I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit more, and I'm going to do a little bit more. And then, our clients is what's beautiful about our clients is I'm gonna just meditate for 3 minutes a day. I'm like, okay, cool. Is that 1%? Yeah. Because they're like, I do an hour. I'm like, no. Let's start at what's 1%? Okay, 3 minutes. That's all I got. Okay, great. Just do 3 minutes. That's all I asked for. When they do 3 minutes, at the end of 3 minutes, they're feeling really good, and so they end up doing maybe like 5 more minutes. And then next few weeks, they're like, okay, I'm gonna do it for 5, and then they do it for 5, and then in the middle or at the end of 5, they're like, oh, this feels so good. I'm gonna just do 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. And then they hit the 20 minute, the 30 minute, go into the hour meditation. But even if they don't, they know and they feel good about checking that 3 minute, that 5 minute. And they feel good about themselves. They trust themselves more. They show up more. And why am I saying all this stuff? Why is this all connecting back to passionately connecting? If you feel so good because you're present, you're purposeful, you're powerful, you have people around you that support and challenge you, you are prepared for the inevitable waves of life, you feel strong in who you are, right? You're grounded, you're connected. You feel fully alive. And when you feel fully alive, you start to see things better. You see through everything. You're better able to show up for your relationships and feel confident in who you are, comfortable in your skin, and can passionately connect. And it's not a script. You just feel this way, so it overflows your cup. If you fill up your cup and it just starts to overflow, that overflow is the passion. That overflow just starts to become alive within yourself and energetically with the other person. It's like, who is this? You don't care how you think. You don't care how you show up during sex or during a conversation. You feel so good and confident and powerful with who you are that's sexy and that becomes passion. Now that's the first step. There's deeper layers of passion, but it first starts with you. So start taking care of yourself. Get out of nature, get grounding, learn how you can fill up your cup even more, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Renegade fam, I love you. Thank you for listening. Check out www.relationshiprenegades.com. Everything's there. Check out our Higher Love program, all the events. We may be coming to a place near you. Or if you're interested in coaching, group coaching, private coaching, a mastermind, we have it all. And we're here to powerfully serve you. We want you to have more peaceful, playful, fully alive relationships from London, UK, tuning out. I love you. Love yourself. And go enjoy yourself today. Cheers. By the way, look what I found. Some mushrooms. What?